This is a story about life, about struggle, about success. Not just mine, but yours too. Because whether you see it now or not, we're all trading something every single day. Time, energy, choices. That's life. That's trading. I wasn't always here. I wasn't always the guy you see on your screen. I started out just like most people, uncertain, broke, doubting the system, doubting myself. But one thing kept me going, the belief that life's biggest opportunities aren't given, they're taken. And I took mine. See, trading isn't just about charts, candles, or currencies. It's about discipline, patience, and the courage to bet on yourself. It's about understanding that every loss is a lesson and every win is a stepping stone. It's about the grind, the sleepless nights, the early mornings, and that voice in your head telling you to keep going when the rest of the world says stop. But let me tell you something. This journey didn't start with success. It started with failure. More failures than I can count. I remember sitting in front of my screen, watching the markets eat me alive, thinking maybe this isn't for me. But deep down, I knew it wasn't about the markets. It was about me. My mindset, my choices, my willingness to adapt, to learn, and to grow. The truth is, trading is a mirror. It shows you who you really are. It forces you to face your fears, your doubts, and your limits. But it also shows you your potential if you're brave enough to see it. I'm here now because I refuse to quit, because I learned to see every loss as a stepping stone, every setback as a setup for a comeback. And if there's one thing I want you to take away from this, it's this. You don't have to be perfect. You just have to be persistent. Success isn't about getting it right all the time. It's about staying in the game long enough to win. This isn't just a stream. This is a movement. A space where we don't just talk about markets. We talk about life, about growth, about becoming the best version of yourself, not just as a trader, but as a person. Because the truth is, the charts don't care about you, but this community does. I do. And together, we're gonna rise. So, take a deep breath, clear your mind, and get ready. This is where traders are made. This is where dreams are built. And this is where your story begins. Let's get it.
Oh, yeah. So yes, I'm in sales. Sorry, I didn't realize I was muted on the YouTube. I'm here over here talking. I'm talking to Zoom. My bad. Yeah, we're in a position here on the live account and in the Signal channel. Unfortunately, I can't take this here on top one. They're limited me here. We should have been in here off the tip of the wick. We should have been partials already and break even after 100 pips, but I got in here a bit late. That kind of sucks. Yeah, we should have been already break even and in at the tip of the wick. My fault there. I got in here late, like I was just telling the Zoom gang, but I didn't realize what was happening. I'm over here trying to set everything up, trying to set the Zoom up, but we should have been off this candle right there, and that's the stop. Right now, I have partials here at 100 pips. Once we flip, that's 100 pips. I'm gonna secure about 80%. We got a nice leg candle closure here on the previous hourly. So the expectation here is to pump down, right? To respect that level. We shall see. Come on. Yeah. We should have pumped down there off that wick. Everybody understand why we're in here? Uh-oh, that 5. Let's see how we close here. 40 seconds here on the spot. Whoa, what happened? It's closed. Sorry, this stops a bit off down here. In sells, yeah, I'm in sells. Just everything makes sense. It's a 260 pip stop, but it's you know, you adjust your lot sizes accordingly. So we're on MGC gold. The idea was a sell limit. We got in here late. That might be the difference here, but the overall price action still makes sense in terms of no bottom wick here, and we're expecting, you know, we see a resistance form. We have no top wick closure, and we respected resistance. We didn't close above, you know, we didn't come back into range. So the expectation really is to drop. But for now, we're pushing up. There might be a possible pineapple here at we'll see about the pineapple. Yeah, at around this area, 5175.2. $51.75 flat pineapple. Why shorting gold? Just based on the closures. It's my fault, honestly. We should, in terms of, it's not my fault, but that's just how I got in here. We were up a good 100. We would have been up a good 120 pips stops to break even. But nonetheless, none of that changes, right? We got in about 50 pips late here, but the play we're looking for is still the same. We're still looking for this flip of this candle, right? For the bearish flip. We're looking for it to make a bottom wick. I mean, if it doesn't, then that's just, you know, the luck of the draw. But that's why we adjust our risk. Yeah, 51.75 right here. I have a sell. Stops right there. Zoom door. Oh shit, my bad. All right, first 15 closure of our session. Bottom wick. You got bottom wick. Give me a steep one. Give me a really steep one. Like melt completely. Fucker. What else? Are you in the trade? Yeah. Please speak closer to your mic. Sorry, the mic was pretty far away, and I'm looking at a different chart on my right. I have the live account, and I'm just looking at some charting over there. Yeah, 15 look like it wants to come up here after a bottom wick, but the 30 and the hourly is what trade's really based on. So when in doubt, zoom out, put your trust into the higher time frame, and that should take you to the promised land. Confused, isn't it XUSD or what is this? I'm about to open a sell on XUSD, but the price doesn't match yours. No, it's so what your XUSD is spot price of gold, right? So you're trading gold on spot. We're trading a gold futures contract. I think we get a little plot twist there. The sell limit here to the left. Once the sell limit activates, this price, our entry price, drawdown might take a while. Maybe. It just makes sense. I got to take every position that makes sense, you know. So it made sense. Like I said, the only difference here was we just got in just a bit late, just a tad late on the entry, and that tad late is about 50 pip difference, which was the difference between 100 pips or some drawdown. Yeah, I get it, but price action is price action, and I'm expecting push back down to the lows. Or push back down to flip this candle bearish, the 1 hour and the 2 hour. The 2 hour closed no top wick, so I would expect this 2 hour to flip bearish. If it doesn't, it doesn't. But then that's just volume, right? And the session volume coming in here, and we've seen that top wick made during session volume come right back down. Can you trade gold on top of? No, you can't. That's why you see me post this, but that's why you see me show this and not a position. It won't let me take a position. Right? I can show you. Look. You can go. Boom, boom. Sell, market, sell. See, it won't let me place. It won't let me place a position. There's no gold trading allowed. Well, let me add some people to the Zoom door. Once again, what we're looking at. Closure. right? We respect resistance here. We close with no top wick. It's a 1 hour and a 2 hour closure, no top wick. We open up with a top wick. We bounced off resistance here to the left. The goal is to come back down in range. And once that happens, that's where you secure 80 or partials or, you know, 80% of your position or majority of your position. But that's the idea here for the 30 and for the 1 hour. Tough. Tough, tough, tough. Come on, bring me down. Get me back down to support, baby. Hello, any trade taken? We're currently in a trade. Unfortunately, we can't trade it on our funded account, so it's only on the live account. Hey, everybody understand why we're in here? Why the position is taken? Rebreak on the 30. A rebreak on the 15. She got back to break even and came right back up. But we don't want break even. We want our position. Again, break even. I mean, if you don't like it, you can close it here, but the expectation is the same, right? Still expect to go down. 60% right there at 30. I'm gonna move stops to break even here. Let's secure 30 pips here. Stops to break even. Let's see if we can really fall here. Full TP will be at around 120 pips here. Full TP. Let's see if we can pump back down instead of breaking the highs. We're up about 25 pips here. No risk on the table and break even hit. Boom. It's gonna come down here, but man, that's annoying. Yeah, I secured right almost at the tip of the wick here. It's just like, if you look left, there's precedent for bouncing up off this level, right? There's precedent for coming down here and driving up off this. You're at about 60-70% of the position there at 30 pips. What we want is a drive through. So when we get down here, that's why we go break even, right? That's why we do this, because the market's either gonna flush and give us that bearish close here, which it eventually might, but this is a level historically we have wicks coming right into this area. So let's look. We just got in late. We should have been here from up here, and this should have been a 100 pip win, and that's on me. I get it. I got in here a bit late, but okay. So this is the wicks I'm talking about. If you look to the left, when I'm quiet here, I'm just thinking. I'm looking at my other screen, and I'm thinking. I'm looking at the wicks as they come down, and look at these extensions here, right? These wicks. Look at that wick right into that area. And look at that heavy rejection. That's a possibility here, right? Into these areas. So whenever we have precedent like that, right? It doesn't hurt you to go break even here. You're not out of a trade. You're in profits. You can secure partials, which is what we did, right? But it doesn't hurt you to go break even, because if it goes through, it'll, no harm, no foul. You want to break even and it pumped down, great. You may, but possibility of this rejection should tell you, hey, market's giving you a chance here to get out. Don't waste it. The market's it's not giving you a chance to get out. It's giving you a chance to manage risk properly. It's giving you some data you didn't have before, right? So that's where you manage risk. And like I just said, it might still pump down. It should on the higher time frame. But once it came down here, it should flush. And if it doesn't do it with your position, hey, you don't want to get taken back out to drive up, because there's precedent for it. And then you're going to be biting your nails or biting your elbows saying, damn it, there's precedent for it and I didn't pay attention. $23 pips. 23 piece. This position is going to fucking work out. It just made complete sense. If we were in up here, no issue. See, right now we're up at 150 pips, 140 pips. But that's completely my fault. By the time I opened this up, did everything, it was my TP here, full TP, right here. The body, once it fills the body of that previous candle, this is full TP. So another 150 pips below the bearish flip. Everybody understands why we took it and why it makes sense and why it should probably work out. It'll work out. But you see the difference in a bit of a late entry here. This was literally like 10 seconds. We got in here 10 seconds too late, and that makes the difference between 150 pips and 20 pips. What's the TP for gold sell, guys? Please someone tell me. I don't know. XAUSD on our chart is 51.33, so it would be the body low of the previous 1 hour. I trade Forex. My pineapple was 3 pips from being activated. So was mine. My pineapple was right there. See that white line? That's my pineapple. Never got there. It would have been another position. It was about 14 pips there. Ooh, plus 23. You guys saw me. I cut the intro short. We were mid-intro. I was like, wait a minute. We're forming a position here. I cut the intro short, and I just started talking. Unfortunately, I was talking to Zoom only. No YouTube. Man. Oh, man. Oh, man. Oh, man. This fucking position is going to smack. Congrats to everyone that's still in it. With that secured. Oh, Reggie in the building. Reggie, you in here for these Le Candle cells that we just had? You got a better entry for sure. You guys all prepared for this shit. Yo, Eddie in the building too, right?
No, I literally just got home.
Oh. Yeah, we took these cells here. I needed to get in off this right here, this level right here, and by the time I hopped on, I was mid-intro. I just turned off the intro. I got in, and it just kind of pumped down from there. Tapped that area, boom, and pumped down heavy. Would have been a pretty fast trade. But what did I miss? What did I miss? Drawdown is good for the soul every now and again. I don't mind the drawdown as long as it's logical, right? So that's what did I just tell you guys? If you're in doubt, zoom out. Put your trust in the higher time frame. This position makes sense from every angle. It's just going to take some time to work out. We have been stung though on these positions before, but that's such a rare percentage of the time. It's so far and few between. This wins 90% of the time. Sometimes, very rarely, 8 p.m. hits. You get these closures, and there's so much volume, so many orders waiting right at 8 p.m. that the market can sometimes just next 4-hour level, bong, and we'll do something like this without probably clear this in maybe like 5-10 minutes. We've seen that. That's the reason we have stops there. But the majority of an overwhelmingly large majority of the time, the market will come back down in range, and price action will just price action. Like, look at this. This is exactly what the fuck we just discussed. Give thanks and praise to the Most High. Time frame. Thank you for putting me in a position to be able to understand the charts from the perspective that I do. Amen. Thank you, God. There it is. Mama, there go that man.
Howdy, partner.
A good car. Howdy.
Hell yeah. Did you see the new RS6 Avant that is coming out? Or the RS6 RS5?
The wagon.
Well, there's both of them. There's a regular one and there's a wagon. I just don't think we're getting the wagon here.
I hope not. Keep that wagon shit.
And I like the wagon.
Really? It's not my thing, man. The Europeans love that shit.
Man. I love it. Oh my god, it's amazing.
No, I like the hatchbacks, but not the wagon. I like
the GTIs and stuff.
Yeah, I was just about to say, like the Golf GTIs, like those. I actually learned to drift on that car, and my friend, he had a TDI, right, and he switched it to a GTI because the gas, bro. So he had a TDI. Yeah. They have the turbo diesel. The TDI.
Yeah, turbo diesel. Yep. Yeah.
But yeah, he switched it. He got himself a GTI. Got it on a little. I think it was a 5-speed manual. I don't remember if it was a 6-speed. And we went upstate New York, and it was like muddy. And I went out into the fucking. We rented a fucking farm, and it was just like 12 of us, and like between the guest house and the main house, there's a little ranch thing. And maybe they use it for horses, but we used it for drifting.
Yeah, I drift. I love it when it snows over here. I got a 328, like the BMW.
Oh yeah.
Drift the shit out of it.
Not the X though. Not the X.
No, it's rear wheel drive.
What body? The E82?
E92.
Okay.
Yeah, the E92. I
Nice.
got little like that one. Yeah, that shit's standing around right now.
Yo, they fucking book it. They're light. They're quick on their feet. Those cars. Yo,
Yeah.
you could do a lot of fun shit with them when it snows.
Yeah.
Just they're the first ones to go when it floods, though. Yo, the Beamers, they're built like airplanes, right? Get to the engine or to the most important parts, you got to take apart the whole top of the hood and everything on top because everything's on the bottom.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
And the thing is, like, it's nicely packed, but when it floods in Florida, like, the Beamers are always the first cars to go. They're stuck. Like, because we have some plazas that are below ground level. So when it floods, the water from the street runs into the plazas, and it creates, like, a big-ass pool. It literally creates a car cemetery. That's what it does. And every car in the plaza and the parking lot floods. But most of the cars can drive out. The Beamers, you just see a whole bunch of fucking Beamers spread around the parking lot flooded because that's how they're built underneath.
So I used to have the M6, the Grand Coupe. So like the radiator is right in front.
Yeah,
Underneath.
my boy got that car. One of my closest friends, he's got that car.
Yeah, I had that one a few years ago. So I have a truck now, but
Yeah, pickup.
yeah, TRX.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was gonna say F-150. That's the #1 car in the world right now.
No, TRX. I'm just mad because they're making a new one, SRT TRX. Fucking, they weren't supposed to make any new TRXs. But I like the new RS6. Oh man, I mean RS5. That one's gonna be nice.
Yeah, I think the M5 probably the best.
Which one?
The best competition to that, or the honestly, I love the RS5, but I don't know if I can take that over the Beamer, over the FOREX series. I think if the M4 just
M4
M4s. I know somebody that's got an M4 competition in like a green, this color right here that's on the chart. Like it's kind of that color. It looks
yeah, those are nice. It's a forest green.
Absolutely.
The forest. Yeah.
It looks absolutely fucking ridiculous. Like it's just unique looking.
Yeah, if they mod it too, like if they have Adro, ADRO, it's a company. They made a front bumper too, like a kit. Oh man, that thing looks nice. So, but like, see, guys, I know guys, they put like 40, 50K in those cars. I'm like, God damn, that's like fucking double what the fuck the car's worth.
Who the fuck wants a green car? No, like it's almost like military green.
No,
like,
it's like, forest. It's called forest green. Forest green.
It's like and it's not dull, right? It's a shiny color.
Yeah, it's a specialty one. It's a specialty color. Yeah, I just don't fit in the M4s.
I think M4 I'll take that over RS5, but man, those are nice cars.
Yeah, no. If they bring the RS5 wagon, oh man.
But I can't stand the wagon.
Oh, it's so sick.
If you get in a wagon, you might as well get sliding doors for it. Get like minivan doors. I swear, gang, if I get a Lambo ever, I'm getting minivan doors. I'm gonna make sure they should slide left to right.
What, on the Lambo?
Yeah.
You know, did you see the Ferrari, the Parasangue?
Your Assange, yeah, or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Those are 700,000. That's I'm like, I don't know.
It's an ugly
I can't
car. It's just ugly.
Yeah.
It's not. This shit looks like a shoe. It reminds me of the old school Infinity FXs. Remember the ones that look like
yeah. The
iron?
shoe, yeah.
It looked like an iron.
Yeah, I don't like it. I don't like it.
But they're expensive and they're popular. People are fucking picking them up.
700,000.
They're selling out.
Yeah, it's not. It's insane.
I think Lambo did their truck right. That's who did the right.
Yeah, the Urus
truck
is.
correct.
Yeah.
Urus is honestly.
Yeah, but the
probably
RSQ8.
the best.
That's the RSQ8.
Truck. It looks very similar, especially from the back. You ever seen it from the back?
Very similar.
Yeah, because so it is Audi owns Lamborghini. Yeah. So if you see a guy, if you know a person, I know a guy on my gym, I tell him he got an RSQA, he gets pissed off.
Reggie said BMW for me. You know what BMW stands for, right, Reggie?
Yes, bring more wallet.
No, that's not what it stands for.
Yeah, bring more wallet.
No,
The acronym.
no. Stands for Black Man's Wish.
I haven't heard that one, but I'll take it. Okay.
Oh shit! I had two BMWs. I don't know. They're good. They're good cars. I'm just the new M5 is the hybrid one. Shit's fucking like 6,000 pounds.
What, M5?
Yeah, the new one, the G99. That
Man,
thing's
this shit
fucking
looks like an old E-Class.
It's
From
almost
the back,
6,000 pounds.
the lights for some reason to me look like an E-Class.
Yeah, that's why I don't want to really get another BMW like for now, because I already had two BMWs, so that's why I got the truck, and now I was thinking maybe get an Audi RS5 when it comes out.
The thing is about those cars, you got to get them new, right? Because like the parts are dumb expensive if they're out of warranty.
It said the hybrid system. This is a problem. That's my issue.
I don't like Audi because it's really a Volkswagen. They're owned by Volkswagen, and they just don't make very reliable cars. That's why I've never been a fan.
Really?
I mean, you could say the same thing for a Chiron.
Aren't they
They're owned by
Yeah, the Bugatti's also owned by Volkswagen.
Yeah, it's Volkswagen. They give you a Volkswagen key.
No, but the factory, Bugatti's built on a separate It doesn't matter who owns it. Bugatti's its own thing. Like it's hand built and in a separate factory with like, you know, completely separate engineers and like, I think Matt Rimac, right? Matt Rimac?
Matt Rimac, yeah, Rimac, he owns
fucking,
that company.
He's always there. I follow him on Insta. He's always there building shit and testing shit.
You know who? You know, I was watching. I don't know if you watch him on YouTube. Matt Armstrong, the British guy. He rebuilds cars. I watch him.
Oh, yeah. No, he's rebuilding Alex G's car right now.
Yeah. He's rebuilt. He wants to buy it. They already watched it. They took it apart. They separated it too. Matt Rimac is getting pissed off.
They're fucking They get their parts from. They don't build them in house like they used to say.
No, they don't.
All over the place.
They don't. That's why Rimac is pissed off, because Matt was posting on his on the YouTube all these parts.
I know they had a little beef going on. Honestly, they're both doing the right thing for themselves, for their company. I don't think Matt Rimac had to help them, right? They should have sent the car in, and I don't think Alex G needed to send the car in. He should just do it himself. I think they're both doing the right thing for them.
They said they could help him out, but the thing is, what they will do is they'll take it for 2 years and they'll never give it back to him.
They won't give it back to him, but yeah, and they're gonna take the car, and they're gonna give him an excuse that it can't be done anywhere else but here. And the thing is, for them, it's quality control, right? They can't have a car out there that a Bugatti that doesn't live up to Bugatti standards.
Mm-hmm.
So to them, they got to keep the control of the entire process. And from Alex G's perspective, hey, this is great content. I would just keep fucking up in the beef.
Yeah, he's a good marketer, but he's not a good trader.
Never seen him place a trade.
He doesn't trade. He sells courses. That's what he makes money off.
He just sells. He just sells. That's what it is, right? They're good at what
he
they
is.
do. I can't front. They're good at what they do, but like, don't lie about what you do. You're not a trader or a marketer, but like, they are good at what they do, which is marketing. There's always a new product to sell, right? Every few months there's a new product. So they're very creative about coming up with these products. They're very creative about marketing it to the fucking masses, and you guys fucking eat it up, right? So
Shit, if it
Yeah.
works, more
Oh,
power
who-
to you. I can't
who
hate. I
doesn't-
can't hate on the hustle. Like, yo,
Who doesn't want a lifestyle like that? Like, you know, what they show, these type of cars, and you know, and the
yeah,
lifestyle they're
cars,
showing.
houses, travel, but that's why you eat it up.
Yeah, that's what it is. All these guys, they just,
Tired of taking the bus.
then people start trading, you know, get into trading, and they realize, oh shit, that's not really what it is.
Nah, like select you that live like that. Like, I know quite a few traders. I don't know quite a few successful traders, but I know quite a few traders, and I know maybe less than a handful of successful ones that really make a living off of it. And when I tell you they make a living off of it, they're not driving no Lambos, and yeah, you can afford a nice couple. Most of them are really not concentrating on the marketing of the lifestyle. They're concentrating on actual quality lifestyle, and families and their real estate, and really building wealth, not promoting dumb shit.
Yeah, the actual freedom, right?
And most of them, almost all of them, none of them really live like that. Like, it's not like that. That's not how life is.
Yeah. So you start once you get older, you start realizing.
Dude, I'm pretty
like
good at this in
material
my
things.
own right. I don't live like that when I could.
Yeah. Like material things don't excite me. I don't know what it is
Because
anymore.
here's the thing. The way I look at it right now, it wouldn't take. Okay. I want to get to a point where it would take an extreme circumstance. Where it would be something extreme, and it would have to be like that extreme thing few times in a row. It would take something fucking drastic for me to really, fuck up what I built. It would, but I'm trying to get to a point where, like, it doesn't matter what the fuck can happen. There's no way. There's nothing that can happen that can fuck up what I built.
Right.
So,
Yeah.
I've
Like
been doing this for a while. I've been pretty successful at it in my own right, but there's still a chance. It would take a lot for me to fuck some shit up, but it can happen. But there's a more, and that's how it is for the majority, right? For a lot of us that are actually doing it and are succeeding in it. But there's nothing that can happen there's a level where nothing can happen for you to actually fuck it up, because on the other end, the income is just, exceeding whatever your losses are, because of the mechanisms you built in place, right? Like 100,000 students, right? like a platform with 1 million subscribers, right? Because there's just nothing that can fuck it up at that point. It's whatever product you sell, it's gonna push, it's gonna pump. 10% of the people, really, if only 10% of the people buy what you're selling, it doesn't matter. You can have a new product every other month, you're good. So there's levels to the trading game, there's levels to the marketing game, there's also levels to the money game.
yeah. Like for me, I'm just trying to get as best as possible as trading, so I could, take it to the next level. But
Look,
that's all I care for.
It didn't quite get to the flip there, but wow, we managed the fuck out of that. Like, perfect. No emotion, no bitch, no inner bitch coming out of us here, right? Stayed stoic, got our profits, closed majority of the position, and that's all she wrote. Full time is the goal, man. I just want you to know that, like, no matter what the fuck you've done there, like, you could be I've said this yesterday, you could be a shitty person. You could be, trading doesn't care if you're a good person, a bad person. You could be the worst fucking asshole in the world. All trading cares about is if you're going to put in the work. Are you willing to put in the work? And if you put in the work, you will get the results. So don't feel like, damn, you don't deserve it, or you've done, you're, you know, it's not coming to you, or you're a bad person, you're a shitty person. Yeah, if you're not a decent human being, maybe life gets you somewhere along the line. But in trading, that's not what matters. What matters is the effort you put into it.
Yeah. But
Right?
but being a piece of shit actually takes so much effort, though.
It
You know,
does.
especially
It's
for me.
exhausting being
For
an
me,
asshole,
I can't
right? But
be. I
it's
get
not gonna
exhausted if I'm
stop
a
you
piece
in
of shit.
trading. This
No,
industry
it's
only
not.
cares about your effort. It doesn't care about your decency. It doesn't care if you're going to heaven or hell. It doesn't give a shit what kind of bad things you've done. You put in the work, you will see the results. So like,
You're not really relying on customers.
there are people in here who think they don't deserve it, right? And I don't want you to think like that. I don't know if you're a good person or a bad person, but you can't think like that, because that's not what's going to determine your success here. It's going to be the effort that you put in here, your time on the charts, the knowledge guided by experience that you're going to collect here, right? Remember, there's no diplomas here, because the learning never stops. You're gonna keep doing this for a long time. This is a marathon, not a sprint.
But if you do it right, I think it just builds positive character as well.
Camera
If you
angle
do it
makes you
right.
look jacked. Hell yeah. Half jacked.
Wix is on that trend.
Come on, everybody, do the pump with me. Get the just
Trend
squeeze the buys. Squeeze is good for you. Squeeze the
Trend bologna
buys.
sandwiches. Trend
Oh,
bologna sandwiches.
squeeze the buys. You see that fly right there? It's a percolator. Wait, trust me, it's gonna get the blood flowing. It's gonna make you feel good. Cringe? Well, then don't squeeze the buys you don't have. If you got buys, squeeze them, and it's gonna make you feel good. It's gonna, the blood's gonna start flowing. It's gonna go to your head. You might pass out. You might start thinking clearer. I don't know, but fucking do it. You'll feel better. Wix, is my risk management a reflection of how I manage risk in life? Trading mirrors life, and I think your risk management is absolutely a reflection of how you manage risk in life. Your relationship with money will carry over into this niche, into this game, into this activity. Oh shit, guess what? I got some protein ski. To be honest, guys, it's been really hard trying to be consistent. My biggest problem till this day is blowing up on days when shit doesn't go my way. I have some weeks profitable, and then one day just clears. Yep. Happens to a lot of us. As to everybody that's in the game. What up, Wix? You got used to trading view already? To an extent, yes, no. Hold on, let's see what we got going on NQ. Ooh, nothing. Nothing just yet. Let's clear all these drawings. Beautiful. I just want you to know you're my favorite chart. All right, here we go. Boom. If we could get some closure belowsure. I do not actually no, right here. This is the level. Yeah, we need to close below here. Or we can tap this area and come back up close bullish above here. Okay. Yeah, that's what it will look like. So we got to get out of this range. Either below here, we got some clean room. Very clean range to come down here. We got room. We've got room. Ooh, that's a scary level.
Hey, Wix, when you see those top one future guys tomorrow, maybe ask them if they try to get on the trade seat.
Yeah, that was gonna be one of my questions right on the plane as I'm fucking downing shots.
I'm using it. I'm using it. I'm using it. So it's pretty good. It's really good, actually.
Yeah, I have not
Yeah.
tried it out yet.
Yeah, it's really good. Yeah, there's no slippage. It gets you in and out, same position, you know, and no lag.
Don't drink that crap. It fucks up your guts. Well, you're drinking the wrong crap. I'm drinking the good crap, the right crap. 4 minutes left. 2 minutes here. Dos. Is it better than Project X? It's the same thing from what I heard. Just, you know. Copy. What do you think about having more accounts and blowing more, but having a TP for a whole account if flips work? I'm not a fan of flipping accounts. I'm a fan of the grind, right? I enjoy the grind. I enjoy the hustle, right? Because the hustle gets me the results that I want in life, not the flip, right? The flip might give you short-term satisfaction, right? It might give you that dopamine hit, but the grind, right? The hustle. Remember I say, there's no, you're not grinding against anybody. You're not trying to be better than any other trader. The only grind here is against poverty, right? And that's what I enjoy. I enjoy getting as far away from poverty as possible, right? Making the distance between myself and poverty much greater. That's the separation. You're not trying to get better than any other person. You're not trying to separate yourself from other traders, from the pack, from whatever. The only thing that really, truly matters is how far from poverty can you get? That's the only separation that matters. It doesn't matter if you have $100 more than the previous guy. If both of your net worth is like $1,000, none of this shit matters. Who you're ahead of, who you're behind. All it matters is you in relation to poverty. I know you aim back testing in Cuba. For someone that does want to, how many low lot trades or whatever would you advise? 1,000. Copy traded 3 accounts on Project Tested, which was probably under $1 or $2. Took the same trade on Trade C2. Someone escaped poverty without first escaping a scarcity mindset. Yes. Yes, absolutely. You can. Absolutely. Go buy a lottery ticket. Personally, speaking from my experience, I had to change the mindset first, and there are select few times in life when that hits you. You can't describe the moment in which you're going to realize those things, but it could be like the strangest moment in a supermarket. It could be the weirdest interaction with somebody where you go like, man, I've been hearing this, you know, going from the mindset of damn, we can't get this, we don't have enough money, to get it, we'll always have enough, right? From going from a scarcity perspective to an abundance mindset, right? To an abundance perspective. It's very difficult because you're like, man, but fuck you mean just go get it? I don't have the fucking money. But I can't, I gotta figure out like what's the proper way to put it into words. But personally, for me, the mindset shift led to the escape from poverty, or led to the distancing, to the biggest gap I was able to make between myself and poverty. The mindset switch came before. Steady growth, no matter how small. Yeah, growth over goals any day, right? If you grow, if you just focus on winning every day, if you're getting a little better every day, you're going to smash your goals as a byproduct of what you're doing, right? Your goals, that Lambo, that house, they're just a side effect of you growing every day. And when you're doing that, you don't even realize how you've smashed your goals and left them in the rearview mirror because you're so focused on the hustle and the grind. You know what defines you? The hustle defines you. The car you're able to get from the hustle does not. But many of you, that's how that's how you define yourself. You get a Lambo, oh, I'm Lambo, right? Now I'm the Lambo dude. You get, the Lambo breaks, now you're broken. And it's like, you let that define you. But you got to be defined by the grind. Because the grind is always there. It never breaks, and you're in charge of it. You decide if it's good grind, if it's a shitty grind. It's never broken. It's always just a reflection of who you are. You might be broken. But that's a great question. I never thought about it like that. Is that possible to get out of poverty without first escaping a scarcity mind? I just don't know. I don't know if it's possible. I believe anything's possible, but I think to really truly understand where you're going and that you are the person you're meant to be, and you are that millionaire that you can be, or that you want to be. The only difference between that guy and you right now is time. You know the road that has to be traveled, right? You know the route you got to take, right? All you got to do is take it. All you got to do is, you are that person already. You are that millionaire, that successful made man or woman, right? But the only difference between that person and you right now is time. But I think changing the mindset will make it a lot easier. And the mindset doesn't just change as like you flip a switch. You kind of have to come to the realization of how to apply that mindset, right? You can learn a strategy here. If you don't know how to apply it or when to apply it, it ain't gonna fucking work. Mindset is the same thing. It's a strategy for your existence, for your everyday interactions, your everyday life, right? That mindset. And if you don't know how to apply it, it ain't gonna fucking work. So how come you're training a Q now? I need a command for this, so I can stop explaining. Top 1 futures doesn't let you trade gold until the 15th of this month. So for the next week and a half, next 2 weeks. And because of that, for you guys, because if I trade gold, I already had a gold position here earlier, but we couldn't open it on Top 1 Futures. We only opened it in the live account and then the signals. But if you're not in the signal channel and you're here on stream, I want to be able to give you some dubs too. So we're also trading NQ. We also have that up, and we get positions here. We get positions here. Yesterday, we had a great position on NQ, and everybody got to eat, not just the signals, you guys as well. For some reason in my head, I have no doubt it will reach there. Not knowing when is the toughest part. It doesn't matter when. You got to walk that road. Scarcity mindset will always show up when faced with adversity, and abundance mindset will help you push through obstacles a lot better. Yes, yes. Shit, I'm with you. Appreciate it. Yeah. Closure there, but we got the support we're bouncing into. Flimsy. Tony Gold. Hey, yo, Tony. You know what I want to do here today? You know what I want to do here today? Reggie's like, giveaway? Yes. Yes. Let's do a giveaway. I wasn't gonna do this. I was not gonna do this. NQ Futures, NAS 100 FX, yes. See, I wasn't gonna do this. But I want to give away a few accounts. Let's give away 150K worth. What do you guys want? You guys want 350Ks or 625Ks? Fuck it, let's do 50K. Let's give away 350K accounts. 625Ks? 350Ks. Yeah, I think I'd rather give away the 50Ks. 25K, 350Ks. 25. Yeah, let's do a little poll. I'll do a poll. Can any mods do a poll? Start Q&A. Let's start a poll. Is it for Zoom? No, it's going to be for everybody here in the stream. No, not just, it's going to be for everybody. Maybe we'll do this. Maybe we'll do two. We'll do two for everyone here and one for the mods. I know people are, I think I have two people. The last two winners are still waiting. These guys are all in fucking Colombia. I can't. I'm going to see them in person tomorrow. I'm going to be like, look, I need you to send these accounts out. 150K for the mods. No, we'll work something out on our private stream. Yo, if you want to be part of the private sessions, just get the bundle, join our Signals community, and join the, when you get the bundle, you get access to the Signals, you get access to the private Zooms, private chats, private giveaways, private sessions and streams. You get no delay streams, delay-free streams here on YouTube through Zoom, and you get the Signals themselves. Get the bundle. What business you got in Colombia? I'm going for. I'm going on vacation.
For big bundas.
Huh?
Bundas. Get some bunda.
No. I'm gonna be doing. I'm gonna be doing a lot of content creation. I'm gonna be with like maybe 10, 15 other influencers. And you guys are gonna get a lot of content. You'll see. As soon as these taxes hit, I'm joining, damn it. W. Yeah, join up, man. Hey, here's the deal. If you don't make it, first of all, we take a lot of positions off stream. After New York session, before Asian session, after Asian session, sometimes pre-London, we take a lot of positions off stream. And if you're part of the singles community, you get all those positions, right? You don't have to wait for the stream. We take entry, we discuss them in the chats, we talk about the positions, we discuss why, what are we seeing, what's working, logic behind positions. Gold buys on 1 hour, 30 minute, and 15 minute was beautiful. Buzz stop. Oh, was it really beautiful? The rhythm fingers. Nice. What y'all say? Appreciate your wisdom tonight. Yes, as always, appreciate you guys coming through. Yeah, we'll do a giveaway here at around 10 p.m. How about that? On the hourly on the 4-hour closure, we'll do a giveaway. I'm gonna let you guys decide in the poll over here. Please go answer the poll and tell me what you'd prefer. Oh shit! I just I clicked on it and by mistake I actually put my vote in there too. I clicked on 6 by 25 by mistake. I didn't mean to. I'm not even supposed to be part of that vote. Need 100 votes minimum. We don't get 100 votes, no giveaway. Nah, fuck that. Yo. Gang, by the way. By the way, I try to say I'll be there. You see what happened was, gang, go for you to get entered into this giveaway, whichever one we do. Right now we're just deciding which giveaway to do, but there will be a few giveaways, and the way to enter it, you have to go to my Instagram and comment on my last reel. Obviously like it, right? Like and comment, but go to my Instagram, please subscribe or follow, right? Follow the IG and subscribe to YouTube. But you got to comment on my last reel where I talk about the things I've lost in life. Damn, this poll is close. Shit's entertaining. Yeah, we're gonna... If this shit at 100 votes ends up being 51-49, it's gonna turn out that I'm the deciding vote because I actually cast my vote by mistake. Vote against giveaway. Do 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 do. No 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 no. What up, Josh? Catches at 34, too ambitious. Hold on a second. This guy got so jealous that she's in my lap. Look at him. Look at him. He's pissed. He's just pulling. Look, bro. Look, he's so mad. Can you look at him? He's wild right now. He's so freaking big. He's huge. Yo, you're slapping my screen with your fucking tail. Oh, look at the poll at 50-50. This guy came out of nowhere. Look right here. Look. You seeing him? Where do I get a Benny without all the farts? Impossible. This guy, he farts like a linebacker. Like, okay, give me 1 sec. BRB. Does he inhale? No. What he does is he takes my joints when I put him into the ashtray. What he does is when I'm in here, he'll walk outside and lick him right out of the ashtray and just eat the thing. And then all of a sudden, 3 hours later, I see him stumbling. All right, give me 1 sec. Look at this giveaway. 50-50 here. Yeah, oh damn it, my headphones went out. I don't know if anyone was talking. Sorry. I might have walked in here and you guys are just having a discussion. I'm not sure. Or not. Now I hear it. How much is the membership to get Signal? You pay it off in one trade. Less than $100. My shoulder itchy. Gang, anybody ever get this on their bicep right here? You see this bruise at the tip of my bicep? Right there? I didn't hit nothing. That's just from working out. Does that mean my muscle ripped? A big bruise right on the tip.
Means you're just getting old.
Oh, cool. It's all that blood thinner. The Coumadin, warfarin. Why are you flexing on me? Personal question. How hard was learning trading and having small kids who require a lot of attention? Extremely hard. You have routines that help trading while they sleep or something? Nope. I just accept life as it is and I block out the noise. You see them. You've been seeing them here for the last half a decade on my lap. You guys have seen them grow up from you know, 1-year-olds to now, right? To 6, 7. Like my teenager was like 6 years old, 7 years old when we were frames. No, 7, yeah. So like I just don't think of it as, yeah, it was hard learning and they'd always require attention, but they're okay. I spoke about this before, right? To get good at this, you have to prioritize this. You have to be able to prioritize this over everything, no matter what it is in your life. And that's going to cause a lot of issues in your personal life. It's going to cause relationship problems with your friends, your family, your significant other, your kids. It's going to cause, like, there were really hard times in life where like my wife did not want to be around. She just like we're not getting any attention from you. You're always busy, right? My kids were always mad at me. Like, where you can't, like, hey, you don't give us all your time, like, you know. And all my free time that I would have, I would give to them. But, you know, when you prioritize this over everything else, like, yeah, your life takes a hit, your personal life, everything. But that's the price of you know, that's the price of admission, I guess. And it doesn't have to be like that, right? But and when you're just starting out, you're like, yeah, this is what the fuck I'm gonna do. And you realize that you need to prioritize this in order to really learn and for it to not take 17 years, but for it to take 2 to 3 years. This has got to be what you're all about. You're going to lose quite a few friends. There's a bunch of people I don't talk to anymore. There's a lot of people in my family that just never understood, right? And I've, you know, there's quite a few relationships that, like, not just like personal, not significant other, not my wife, but like there's quite a few relationships that took a hit. And I figured out that the only way for that not to happen and for them to be able to respect what I do as something that I do and as a priority, right? Just like a job, I needed to have a certain time, a certain window in the day for this, where this is priority, and it needs to be reasonable enough that it doesn't take up my entire day, right? Where I could literally do what I need to do here, but not have it take up my entire day, where my family could feel they can never get in contact with me. So what I did was I have everything else as a priority. I never talk about trading. I never bring it up. I never say I never sit anywhere else, never go out in a restaurant, look at charts. I never do. The only time I'm on the charts is when I'm here at home in front. Outside of this, once I'm done here, there will never be a trading discussion. No one will ever ask me how was my trading or how did the trade go? Did I win? Did I lose? Or what did I see on the charts? Nobody in my personal, nobody will care. Nobody will understand. That conversation never happens. Right? And the only way for others, for your family, for your friends to start respecting what you do is you have to prioritize it for a certain amount of time, and then all the other time goes to, to your life. Because if you just do this, right? If you do this 10, 15 hours a day and people call in like you prioritize this, how do they get through to you? When do they, when can they expect a call back? When can they realistically, right? How can they realistically depend on you if you're busy for the next 10, 15, 20 hours or for the next week? But if you only do this 2 to 3 times a day, or 2 to 3 hours a day, 4 hours a day, it becomes reasonable enough where other people can respect it as something you do for work to make money. It affects your pocketbook, right? It affects your pockets. So they're going to give you the time to prioritize this. And it's reasonable enough where if they call you, you can call them back 2 hours from now. You can call them back 3 hours from now, not 10, 15 hours from now. So you can prioritize this over everything else, but it has to be reasonable enough where everyone else still feels like they can get through to you. You just busy at the moment with what you do, with your work, with the things that pay with your livelihood, right? But if your livelihood takes 10, 15 hours a day, like there is no benefit to even knowing you because you technically provide no, you don't provide anything. You're providing it to the charts. You're not providing the attention elsewhere. So it needs to be prioritized in a high volume time. So that's why I say prioritize trading between 8 a.m. and 8 p.m. 8 a.m. and 10 a.m. Prioritize trading between 8 p.m. and 10 p.m. It's reasonable enough in the day where it's only 2 hours, right? And others can respect it. And then all the other time you have left for other people. But it also makes sense because it's the peak of volume for Asian session, for New York session. So you're prioritizing the peak volume while giving the rest of your life a chance to get in contact with you or to be with you or to spend time with you or to get input from you the other 22 hours or the other 20 hours in a day, which means, right, they get 90% of the time. You're dedicating 10% of your time to this. So that balance is not really a 50-50 balance. That balance is 90% family, 10% charts, but the 10% charts are absolute priority. Nothing supersedes that. No wife, no kids, no parents, no fucking, it better be, what do they call it? Somebody better be dying. And even then, I prioritize this. I got 2 hours. We'll talk about that later. I 100% agree, but you have to be somewhat obsessed in trading when you first start to start the learning. The thing is, people are so obsessed, they go into every book, every single thing ever written, and it's not about what you know here. It's about how you can apply what you know. So you don't need to know everything, but people really jump into this, right? And they're like, shit, damn, this is sick. I found a money glitch, right? I can just infinite money. I just print money whenever I want. And it's so easy. And they get into this and they go down this rabbit hole of learning every little thing and just putting so much time into it where it's kind of counterproductive. It's the same thing as spending too much time in a gym, right? You spend too much time in a gym, eventually you're going to start losing the muscle mass that you worked so hard to build. Right? After maybe an hour and a half to 2 hours, you start losing muscle mass when you're working out. What's the point of working out the first 2 hours? Right? So yeah, there's got to be it's got to be reasonable and it's got to actually make sense. Never make the same mistake twice. You always make it 5 or 6 times just to be sure. Nice. But you don't want to hop into it. People get so obsessed, and it's good that they're obsessed, but they start doing counterproductive things like consistently and always on the chart, watching charts at 2, 3, 4 p.m. when it's like that's not where your bread and butter is going to be. That's not your bread and butter. That's not where the bulk of your money is going to be made. You're going to make a name for yourself in the New York session, 8 to 10 a.m. You're going to make a name for yourself 8 to 10 p.m. You're going to make a name for yourself 3 to 5 a.m. Not no fucking 4 p.m. Eastern. You know what I mean? That ain't gonna be it. You might have some positions there, but the bread and butter is in the peak volume. So focus on that. Focus on that. And then later on, you want to do other shit, you'll do other shit, but focus on that. And like, it's a very delicate balance, right? It's a fine line. It's a very thin line we walk. But you have to realize it's not how much you know or what you know. It's really the application of that knowledge that's going to make the difference here. And it's going to determine your success or your success rate here. And you know what? I had a really difficult time in many instances, many relationships, because I was prioritizing this like I should, but I was prioritizing this 90% of the day, you know, for 15, 16 hours a day. No, you do prioritize this when you're trading. When you're trading, no distractions. You need to have 100% mental clarity to make high quality decisions, especially when it comes to money. But you don't, yeah, you prioritize this, but that's not how you live. It's not black and white where you prioritize trading over family. No, you prioritize trading for 2 hours a day. And then after those 2 hours, trading goes on the back burner. It goes back in the bin, and it doesn't matter. It's completely irrelevant what happens. But when it does happen for those 2 hours, it is absolute top one priority. Number one thing on the list. My first bigger mistake was gaining 100% over a lot of trades, lost in one because I was so sure it wouldn't turn. I'm not surprised. I'm just like, I've been there. I've been there. We've all been there. Been there. Been there. Oh, I got this Jamaican joint I forgot about. Oh. Oh, look at that bruise popping out. That was my funny bone. Nothing funny about that. Why do they call it a funny bone when this shit ain't funny? Give me a second. We got this poll running. Hey, gang, by the way, 25 minutes from now, we will do a giveaway. We'll give 150K in futures accounts. Going through this now with my girl. Well, here's the thing. Realize she's a woman. Soft-spoken. She's got to, unless she's from the Bronx, but she's got to, you know, she's demanding attention. You can't give it. In her head, what's the point of being with you? Like, it's a waste. So provide it, but let her understand. You can't even make somebody understand. You have to show them that those 2 hours are priority, but whenever they try to get in contact with you outside of those 2 hours, man, it should never be an issue. It should be fine because of other people laugh when you hit your funny bone. Yeah. If she believes in you, she'll be around. Everybody has a limit. Everyone's got a limit, right? And it's not just like, oh, well, if you love me, then you'll always stick around. Yeah, but if you like, there's a limit here. There's like, hey, it's not like you can do whatever, right? And I'll stick around. No. I told you guys, all relationships are sort of, you know, unwritten contracts, right? All relationships are unwritten contracts. It's where you sort of have a mutual understanding that we got each other and we got each other's back. You're in cells? Woo. We. Ooh. A celly of you. Nice. Yeah, I got nothing. Took it off the hourly flip. What did it happen?
52.30 looks good. It's on the All the other hourlies.
Yeah. 31. I'm gonna wait for this closure back below here. If we're able to, if this candle is able to close back below the range, that means we'll have the hourly fake out, and I'm gonna be looking to fill the rest of this like candle down with just 200 pips, and maybe even further to support. But I would like for this to close back down in range. If it's gonna, this is a really good hourly candle for us because it's gonna clearly define things for us because it's a 4-hour closure. We're gonna either close above the range. We're gonna close above the range, right, and push up, which means we'll, if we pull back right now but still close above, we'll have a little support here and we'll be able to move up, right? So let's say if we close like we are right now, that's the 4-hour doing. That's the 4-hour doing this, right? If we close like we are right now, so look at this, leg candle right now on the hourly, 4 hours bullish. If we open up like this, think about it. What do you think we're doing? We're gonna fill the leg candle, at least the body, right? And over here, you're filling the 4-hour wick. So we're probably gonna head up to here. If this is how we close, buy limits here. But this candle's gonna give us that info. It's gonna invite us to that party. That's why this closure is very key because it can also do this. And if that's the case, this is a fake out on the hourly. Your job is to understand that the 4-hour should make a bottom wick here. If we end up closing back in range like this, the 4 hours should make a bottom wick the next 4-hour because the 4-hour will close bullish. It will close bullish below the range, right? It'll close like, whoops, sorry. Right? This would be the 4-hour closure if the hourly closes like that. So it's holding resistance, right? For it to break out past this resistance, I would expect some orders to be grabbed in order to break through it and start filling that wick. So if that's the case, that bottom wick should be made. Then I'm going to bank on the fact that because we faked out, we can be part of that. We can be part of the making of the bottom wick, right? And we can be in sells here, break it at lows, down to support to get that bottom wick, right? In order to eventually bounce off of here and end up looking like this. But while taking advantage of the bottom wick, right? Being in sells here. So there's many ways this can play out. Our job right now is to see this closure through. Let's see what the hourly does for us. Maybe we never get back down there. We're up here by that time. You know what I mean? So we'll see. Wow, this poll, 50-50 right now. 113 votes. Crazy. $30 off sells, nice. Asia trading, we should know. Life goes on. Yeah. Even if she believes at the point you are all in with trading and she's aware of 90% of people that don't make long term, then it is fair to say that someone wants to move on. I'll send a screenshots of the profits. W. Act. Would you prefer a long or short once finalizing the 4-hour candle? Like I just explained why this candle really matters for that decision. Look at it. Q here. Ooh. Nothing doing here. Yeah, I like this level. I cannot. Yeah, that was interesting. Yeah, no bias here. We're tapping into this level, but there's no precedent here in terms of stops. What, maybe it's 558.9. Is that the same stop here? Yeah, we wouldn't have been activating there on a buy limit anyway, but
but I would have preferred a buy here on NQ. Yeah, we got 120 votes and 50. We don't even have 120 likes. How do 120 of you really give us a vote but not a like? Come on, you want the giveaway, but you're not going to like the stream? 120 votes, like 50 likes, 60 likes. Please drop a like, sub to the channel. Help me grow this community. Let's make this a big community of like-minded people. You still can buy, can't you? No. This 17 minutes till we run the giveaway. We'll see if we can have any more positions. He goes. My daughter tried sneaking out some candy. My wife caught her. She was like, damn, that's an empty bag. You've been stealing candy all night. So I heard it, saved her ass out. I was like, no, 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 no. That was me. I took like 3 or 4 candies. My wife was like, oh, all right, then she can have some. Meanwhile, she knows damn well that she ate the shit. But she looked at me like, oh shit, I got my. I was like, no, 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 no. I ate the candy. You can give those to her. I ate it. Meanwhile, she ate all the candy. My daughter over there right now, damn, that's a real one. What kind of candy? It's like little bee candy. It's like a chocolate gummy jelly inside. There's a little bee on thing. Does the 4-hour candle close in 13 minutes? Yes, sirree, Bob. Hey, gang, if you want to be part of the giveaway, please, 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 we're going to run a giveaway here in about 10 minutes. 10 minutes for the giveaway. We're going to give away 150K worth of accounts. We're not sure yet if we're going to give away 6 of them or 3 of them, depending on the poll. Go vote on the poll. We'll close the poll at 10 and we'll do a giveaway. And the only way for you to be entered into the giveaway is for you to go to my Instagram and comment on my last reel. If you don't do that, you're not going to be entered. There's a whole bunch of people that have done it already and they're entered into the giveaway, right? So go ahead and do that now while you have 10 minutes left. I wish more streamers talk about trade setups. Well, you tell me what you want to know. Trade setups. Here's the deal. It's a live stream, so it's not structured, right? We go based on what the market shows us, right? That's how you learn. If I just start telling you concepts here, you're not going to memorize them. You're not going to understand them. You're not going to know why they work, how they work. But when you see concepts play out in front of you in real time, that's when it's going to stick in your head. That's when you're going to remember it. That's when you're going to understand it. And that's when you're going to trust it, because you're going to see that it works and it's going to solidify in your mind, right? It's gonna, yeah, it's just gonna be a lot easier for you to understand it, and it's gonna, what do you say, confirm the strategy, the nuance that we're discussing, right? The setup that we're talking about. Just commented, and I gotta say that is the most real post that crosses all barriers. What do you mean? Like, we trying to make money for real, for real. Yeah, we took a W. I'm trying to make money. I'm doing a giveaway for you guys in 5 minutes. Get a 50K account by the looks of it. Oh, your Insta post. Yeah. Go make sure you comment as well. I seen a bunch of people like but didn't comment. You got to comment as well. That's where the entries will really be pulled from. Comments. So like and comment, and I'll close the poll soon. And right now, it's looking like we're gonna have 3 50K accounts given away. Yeah, a lot of time, honestly, I like the streams where like this sometimes more than just trading than when we get like a 100 pip trade or yesterday's stream. Yeah, they're good in terms of discussion and understanding and understanding breakdowns and setups, but these discussions are just massively valuable as well. Really hope you open a live trade entry. We already did. We had sells here earlier, right here on this wick. We had top wick sells here. We hit 30.3K. Yes, we did. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you, gang. Thank you for helping me grow this community. I really appreciate it. And it's being reflected here. Yeah, we reached 30.3K. Can we get to 30.4K? What price you sell at? We sold at right here. Right here. $60? Around 60. Wait, you in a live trade right now? No, we closed our trade. We already it was a position early in the stream. It was the first 10 minutes of the stream. First 5 minutes of the stream about 2 hours ago. Yeah, at around 8:05, something like that. Yeah, if you remember, I had to cut my intro short, which means we got 3 minutes to go here. We could do the intro here. Uno mas.
This is a story about life, about struggle, about success. Not just mine, but yours too. Because whether you see it now or not, we're all trading something every single day. Time, energy, choices. That's life. That's trading. I wasn't always here. I wasn't always the guy you see on your screen. I started out just like most people. Uncertain, broke, doubting the system, doubting myself. But one thing kept me going. The belief that life's biggest opportunities aren't given. They're taken. And I took mine. See, trading isn't just about charts, candles, or currencies. It's about discipline, patience, and the courage to bet on yourself. It's about understanding that every loss is a lesson and every win is a stepping stone. It's about the grind, the sleepless nights, the early mornings, and that voice in your head telling you to keep going when the rest of the world says stop. But let me tell you something. This journey didn't start with success. It started with failure. More failures than I can count. I remember sitting in front of my screen, watching the markets eat me alive, thinking maybe this isn't for me. But deep down, I knew it wasn't about the markets. It was about me. My mindset. My choices. my willingness to adapt, to learn, and to grow. The truth is, trading is a mirror. It shows you who you really are. It forces you to face your fears, your doubts, and your limits. But it also shows you your potential if you're brave enough to see it. I'm here now because I refuse to quit, because I learned to see every loss as a stepping stone, every setback as a setup for a comeback. And if there's one thing I want you to take away from this, it's this. You don't have to be perfect. You just have to be persistent. Success isn't about getting it right all the time. It's about staying in the game long enough to win. This isn't just a stream. This is a movement. A space where we don't just talk about markets. We talk about life, about growth, about becoming the best version of yourself, not just as a trader, but as a person. Because the truth is, the charts don't care about you, but this community does. I do. And together, we're gonna rise. So, take a deep breath, clear your mind, and get ready. This is where traders are made. This is where dreams are built. And this is where your story begins. Let's get it.
All right, we're gonna close the voting here. We're gonna end the poll. 140 votes, and we have the results here. 53 to 47, 3 by 50K takes it. So we will give away 3 50K accounts here. Put gold here. Okay, so we are closing bullish on the 4 hour. We're closing above the most recent. If we're able to get a bottom wick first, you can see some buy limits here. Hold on. Getting a top wick first. That's a little tough. Yo, stop barking. Come in. This guy. He was barking because there was a curtain in front of him. And until I told him to come in, he was standing on the other side of the curtain. Waiting for me to tell him to come in. Go ahead. Yeah, we got this top wick first. Not really a lit candle, right? The body of this candle is bigger by about 30 to 40 pips than the wick. So yeah, I wouldn't call this a lit candle. We just don't have a bottom wick. But we can create one. We can re-break that low and we could head down. Yeah, let's do the giveaway. Yeah, so does this mean you will open a long trade? Love from London, maybe? No, not the way that it opened here. The way that it opened, we just created a 55 pip top wick. So no, there's no buys here off this area. If there was no top wick here, yeah, I was looking for buys right off of here. Bottom wick first, buys, and then we get that top wick, and then it could come back down. But not the way it opened. All right, we're gonna do a giveaway here. Make sure you go comment on my last Instagram reel. Or it's too late for the comment. No, you gotta go comment on my Instagram reel. It'll be too late in a few minutes once I start running it. So you have until while I'm setting it up here right now, you guys have a few minutes. Go comment on my last Instagram reel to be entered. Don't have Insta. Can I still? No, you gotta comment on my last Instagram reel. Get yourself an Instagram. Make one, create one for future giveaways. This thing bugging? I only see 3. It's bugging. Okay, so I think there's 65 entries into this. Okay, this was the real. Yeah, if you're seeing these pictures come out, if you see yourself in these pictures, you're entered. Okay, perfect. We're gonna have one winner here. We're gonna have blue duplicates. And these are all the people. All right, W. Let's do it. Confirm. 66 entries here on the first one. So, gang, who's gonna win here? Who's it gonna be? And the winner is Rhythm Fingers. Winner number 1. Yo, I need you to send me a DM from this Instagram account. Rhythm Fingers, congratulations. Whoops, why do I need a flash? Don't need a flash. Amazing. Great job. Congrats to Rhythm Fingers. You win a 50K account, and it's a funded account. It's not a challenge account, so make money right away, all right? It's the account that doesn't need a challenge. It's already funded. Instant funded. All right. We got that. Now let's go back here. Oh, it's come down. It's actually tapped our level here. I wouldn't mind creating a support at this area, right? If we can create a support, I'll look to retest the highs here. The 4-hour did close bullish. We now have a bottom wick on the 4-hour. If we can now, on the smaller time frame, create some kind of support in this area, I would look for buys to continue up. 4 hours looking lovely. We just don't know how steep this 4-hour wick's going to be, and it could be all the way down here. So in this case, I would prefer a support. Now, let's do another giveaway. Let me see me be good. Gonna be me. Is he here? Rhythm Fingers? Oh, he is. He won. W. And yo, you're the top fan on the day too. Right now, you're number 1 on the fan list on YouTube. Rhythm fingers. Well, I'm glad you won. You deserve it. You were a #1 fan here today. Congrats. I just checked YouTube. Yeah. #1 fan. Congrats. How can I enter the giveaway? You got to go comment on my last Instagram reel. But you got to do it now or I'm about to run the second giveaway and a third one. Shows who's more engaged. Yeah, I hear you. It's a good idea. It's a good idea. Maybe at the end of the stream, we'll start doing that. #1 fan by the end of the stream. Yeah, no, you can't take a trade here now. It was either the tip of the wick here or around these areas, 53. You're in no man's land now. You can break the lows or you can come up here, break the high, but your best entries are on the break of the highs or at the tip of the wick here. You don't want to be in the middle of the candle. We're going to do another giveaway here right now in a split second. Yep. Okay, loading comments here. Okay, 2 duplicates. Let's confirm this. Go, we got 66% participants. Again, I guess no more comments. And let's run it. Good luck. And the winner is Vic. Congratulations, Mr. J. Vic. www. Bro, be honest. Yeah, if there's an opportunity, I just said I need a support to form here. A bullish candle. Congrats, Javik. DM me. You have to DM me with your full name and your email from that account. Send me your full name and email, and I'll get you credentials. Okay, congrats to Javik. Oh, there's the flip, man. There's that 4 hour. The 4 hour. All right, let's see. Let's see if the 15 can close bullish. Bullicious. We will look on the buys, on the break of the highs. Right? So another bottom wick, break of the highs, and we should be Gucci. Each. Yeah, we'll expect a 4 hour to fill that wick. We just need a bottom wick here on the next 15-minute candle. Break of the highs, and that's what we'll look for. Leg candle? Not really. Doji candle for now, but I'd rather get a leg candle, honestly, because if the bottom wick fills that body low, I mean, it should be good. Right, think about it. And then you look at the 4 hour, looking to fill that wick. Hopefully we can get a better stop off the next candle. 2 minutes here, 2:52. Okay, I think we're ready for our last giveaway. Everybody ready for the last giveaway? No, it's still showing 66 comments. So whoever was able to comment on there. What are we supposed to do? One minute here. So while we have 1 minute, let's run this giveaway. No duplicates. Firm. Let's start this. And the winner is Habib Hadid. Habibi, welcome to Profits. Habibi, come to the stream. Congrats, Habib Hadid. Send me your full name, which I think we already have, Habib Hadid. But if it's not your full name, if that's your real name, Habib. But if it's not, DM me. You must DM me from this account. You DM me your full name, your email, and I'll send you over the credentials. Congrats to our 350K winners today. W. Congratulations. All right, we're getting a closure here. Need a bottom wick. I think I would have liked that to be stronger. Stronger, I don't fall. Give me a nice, deep bottom. Oh, it's got to be deeper than that. I mean, deeper down. Weirdos. Weirdo. It's my burner. Habib effects. Habib was my grandfather's name. Yeah. Can I sell you $5? But then think about everybody else that's gonna start asking me to sell them $5. By then, by the time this stream ends, I'm down 30% and I haven't even taken a trade if that happens. I'm down 30% and I haven't even taken a trade. That candle same as onion? break there. I gotta be honest with you. I wanted a steeper bottom wick here. Break the highs there. 15. Let it pull back. Let it pull back. There we go. There we go. Can we re-break the lows? If we re-break the lows here, I'll have a buy stop. I'm gonna break at highs. Gonna do it. Might not do it. I'm just aware of this level to the left here, and I understand that a large portion of traders, there's a large amount of traders here that had their buy stops on the break of the highs, right? So look what happened here. 4-hour rebroke highs just activated a whole bunch of people there. People are thinking this is coming up to fill the wick, and it probably is. But you need to bounce off support. We didn't quite get to support there, and if we go to the 15, like look where these wicks come up from. So I would have liked to get there. But now that people are activated, the rebreak out of highs here, I just won't be in it. It's just this level to the left is bugging me. We needed a stronger closure here. As I'm looking at it, I just don't want to open myself up to this risk. You see this level to the left? There's a high likelihood we bounce straight down from here. If we don't, great, but then it's too late for the position. Right? You got to be in here. Right now, it's at a level where it could definitely come back down after, you know, and you'll end up being the liquidity for all the sellers. I don't want to be that, but there's a chance for us to get a strong 30 closure, and if this is the 30 closure, then I'm down to look for the buys. Right? 9 minutes here for the 30. 9 minutes for the 30, but on the 15, it just does not look good. Look at this level right across where we're at. Right, we could head right back down here. If it doesn't, great. If it does, great, but we're gonna wait on this 30 closure. And if it just rides up here right now, then no harm, no foul. What if you put a buy stop and stop loss below last low? Yeah, you can do that, but I'm telling you what I'm gonna do. You can do all of that, right? You could have taken this in the break of the highs. You could have had bottom wick buys right here. Nothing here is better than that bottom wick buy. So for me to take a position here, that's settling. On the 30 though, that's a much better looking position. What did that give you? That gave you 19 pips. Look at that, right back down. I would be sitting here with no confidence in this position, with very low confidence. There are times where trades fall in your lap and you're like, oh, this is what's going to happen. I'm 100% sure of this. And then there are times where like, this is really low confidence. Give me 1 second, chat.
Muted.
Thank you. So I'm just showing you how, look at this candle over here to the left, did the same thing as this candle, broke that high, and then we came down heavy off this level. So the two positions here were break of this high, which I didn't really trust. Really weak closure, levels to the left that could have brought us down. And we could have had the bottom wick here. The bottom wick here was the best play, but that would have gave you a 260 pip stop, I think we were looking at, which didn't make sense there. This was the stop right here. I'm sorry. It was much bigger than that. Right? The stop here was 650 pips. That's what the stop would have been. And at 650 pips, I have a hard time taking that bottom wick. Right? Now, the 15 held bullish, but didn't close above this area. So any kind of push up right now is arbitrary because you could get a resistance and flip right back bearish to fill this wick down to the left. That's why I don't take that buy. But on the 30 here, it looks much better. Our issue is it might not wait for us here on the 30. It's already filled a resistance here to the left, right at the level that we're at. So as I take a deeper dive into this, it makes this level a lot less attractive. And the most attractive thing here was these bottom wick buys. And we didn't participate because the stops are redunculous. Even if we participated here, I think there's a chance we've gotten stopped out right there as that bottom wick broke this area to the left. So there was no edge there, right? We did break right there. It broke there. Probably would have had stops a little bit below. I gotta head out. Much longer. Have a safe flight. Wicks. Yeah, by the way, remember, there is no stream tomorrow or the rest of the week. Our next... Oh, yeah, the 4 hours just filling this. Whack, 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 whack. Our next stream is going to be on Monday. Well, our next stream is on Sunday. If I make it back in time, the private gang will get a stream. We'll do our own separate giveaways. I'll tell you guys what happened in Colombia. Tell you everything about it. And you know, we'll do our private stream, private session. We'll do our private giveaway, private trade. Hopefully we get the holy trinity of our live streaming again, like we have for the last 2 Sunday sessions. Where you go, my friend? What am I missing? I'm going to Colombia for the rest of this week. I'll be back next week, Monday. But yeah, if I'm back early enough on Sunday, we'll run that private session. If not, I'll see everybody here on Monday. All right, I'm going to call it a session here. I have not even started packing. It's going to be a fun evening. Yeah, I'm going to call it a session. There might be things that set up, but like the way it looks right now, it's not what I want to see. All right, so I'm going to call it here, gang. I'll see you guys Monday and Sunday for the private gang. If you want to be part of that session, make sure you join the Signals community, all right? So go get the bundle and you'll get access to private Zooms, private chats, private streams, private giveaways, and the Signals channel, obviously. And what? Safe travels, thank you. And yeah, and you'll get a chance to be part of that private Asian session on Sunday. So join up. You have until Sunday. Less than $100, so you make that back in your first trade, probably on the trade that we take Sunday. So go join. Congrats to our 3 giveaway winners today. Congrats to the people that won the 50K accounts. Congrats to everybody that took the W with us earlier in the stream. And yeah, go please sub to the channel here. Thank you for getting me to 30.3K subs, Asian gang. Appreciate you guys. Sub to the channel, please, and go follow the IG, and you'll get all the best content, right? There's a lot of good content on my IG channel. And yeah, good night, my friend. Good night, lottery winner. Appreciate you for showing up again. Yeah, but we're growing, and it's a lot of it is thanks to you guys and your subs. You guys clicking the button when you get here. See you on on IG. Yeah, I'm gonna be posting updates from Colombia, so go look there over the next few days. Should be fun. Should be interesting. Oh, and join our Discord. The fellas are gonna be running some streams in the Discord throughout the week. Join our Discord. It's free, and the fellas trade in there. Well, I guess the ladies too, but join up. So if you're missing me, miss me no more. Go to my IG, follow there, and join the Discord, and you'll be trading with the gang. And hey, if anyone's trading in the Discord, I might pop in there. I'm not gonna host streams, but I might pop into the Discord for you if you guys are in there. If I see that. Okay. Yeah, let's call it a session. I'll see you guys here next week. Good luck to everybody for the rest of the week, and you know, don't disappoint me. I want to see everybody profiting. I want to see great messages and screenshots of profits in the Instagram. All right, Jay, appreciate you for showing up. Everybody else, Reggie, options, Jordan. Look at that, people up here. Eggy, Matt, everybody, Sam, Nate. Everybody that's in here, J, Mac, everybody that's in here, day in, day out, night in, night out. Rhythm Fingers, congrats on winning the account. What else do we have? I want to see who the top one. Yeah, Jada Man, top fan for the day. Rhythm Fingers number 2, Santos number 3. Hey, shout out to Santos and Bougie and Boogie and Mr. DH, designated hitter Daniel Holder. Kenny was in the building today. Really, Marcus Aurelian. All right, yep, that's my time, gang. Phone to the session, Zoom gang, Signal channel. See you guys Sunday. Possibly more positions tonight, but I'm gonna be just roaming around the charts, trying to see what we can come up with and packing. So in between packing and just smoking and roaming around the charts. If I see something setting up, I'll call it in the Signal channel. So go join up if you want to cash those positions. Everybody else, mods, thank you so much for having me on the stream. Chat, love and wisdom to you all. I will see you guys Monday morning of next week. It'll probably be the last week that top one is going to have gold disconnect. After that, after next week, we should have gold back to utilize at our disposal for trading. Okay? All right, gang. As for me, my time here is up, and just like that, another Asian session is in the books.
Break out the red panties. We're rich, baby.
Outside me there. No for no inside. Outside me there.
Boom shakalaka! He's on fire!